Hi, thanks for joining me today on Soap Queen TV. I'm Anne-Marie from brambleberry.com and soapqueen.com. Today, I'm going to show you how to make lip balms from scratch. We'll do a lip stain where we do a small batch for just family and friends, and then I'm going to show you how you can make 50 lip balms at once for mass production. The first thing I'm going to do is put a couple spoons in the freezer. Why? You'll see for later. A basic lip balm recipe contains 1 part wax to 3 part oils, or 1 part oil, 1 part butter, and 1 part wax. You can experiment and try as many oils as you like, the ones that you have in your house or the ones you have a preference for. For this episode though, I'm going to show you my special recipe so you don't have to do as much testing. It's very good for the cold winter months because it's hearty and it will protect your delicate lips. I really like avocado oil because it's high in vitamin E and it's a super nourishing, extra penetrating oil. Sweet almond oil is high in mono and polysaturated fats, making it ideal for moisturizing and nourishing. It's also high in essential vitamins. Beeswax is what we use as our hardening agent in here, but it also acts as a barrier against the elements. It keeps the moisture in while keeping the cold out. Let's add all of these ingredients to a double boiler. Why a double boiler and not a microwave? Well, because it takes about 6 minutes to melt the beeswax, and take it from me, I've had my heat-safe containers explode in the microwave, glass shards flying everywhere. A double boiler is much safer for you and your family. Let's add all of our ingredients to this double boiler. Notice the coconut oil is liquid. It's usually solid at room temperature, but it's really hot in the Soap Queen studios today, so it turned liquid. Now let's put this on our double boiler, and we're going to turn this up to medium. Now that this is all melted, it's time to flavor and color. For this, I'm going to use Peppermint Essential Oil. It's minty, it's tingly, it's totally fresh and fun, and it's very winter friendly. But it tingles a lot, so you don't have to use that much. For this, I'm going to use less than a full milliliter. Actually, I'm going to use half a milliliter. And remember, when you're using essential oils, not all of them are safe for use on lips, so check to make sure that your essential oil is lip balm safe. Now that we have this flavored, it's time to add color. Remember, you can ingest some of your lipsticks inadvertently, so it's important to only use lip-safe colorants. For this, I'm using Brambleberry's Red Mica. I'm just going to use 1 scoop, but you could definitely use more and make this into a lip stain. Now that it's flavored and colored, it's time to get these into the tubes and the tins. Since it's such a small amount and it's really hard to pour directly into the tubes, I like to use a dropper. Make sure you use a plastic dropper that's disposable because trust me, glass droppers don't clean up very well. Draw the warm lip balm mixture into your dropper. Squeeze into your tube. Takes about 2 dropperfuls to fill this up. These are the cute little sliding tins from brambleberry.com. They take a few dropperfills to fill up. Now that that tube is hardened, there's a divot. It's fine, it doesn't hurt anything, but it doesn't look perfect. A tip I have to make this look perfect is a heat gun, like the kind you use in rubber stamping or for stripping paint. Put it on low and just gently go over the top of that lip balm with the heat gun. See that? The divot's all filled in. It looks smooth, perfect, and professional. It's time to clean up now. Take a paper towel and just wipe out the inside of your container really well. We're going to use the double boiler again for the next project, and I have a special tip at the very end to show you how to really do a perfect cleanup. So just wipe it out with a paper towel for now. The Red Mica from Brambleberry is really versatile. Check this out. When I only used the 1 mini scoop of the Red Mica, this is what it came out. It's a nice pretty pink. But check this out. When I did a full half of a teaspoon in that tiny recipe from the very beginning, this is what happened. Trust me, that is a serious lip stain. Now that you've mastered making small batches, it's time to move on to big batches. Do you want to make 50 lip balms at a time? Oh yeah, so do I. a larger recipe, it's important to be accurate, and really the most accurate you can get is by weighing. So grab your scale, tear it up, and let's go. Just like before, we don't use the microwave for this. We use a double boiler. Dump all the ingredients into your double boiler. Again, my coconut oil is kind of slushy because it's really warm in here. Move it up to medium and wait for that to melt. While that's melting, we're going to prepare the lip balm pouring tray. This nifty little guy that brambleberry.com sells allows you to push the lip balm tubes into the bottom of the tray. Depending on the size of your lip balm tube, you may have to push a little bit harder than others. Some lip balm tubes are just a little bit large, so if your hands get tired, you can push with a really hard object. When you have all 50 tubes in your lip balm pouring tray, flip it over, marvel at how great it looks, then set it down and go check on your lip balm. This looks just about right. Remember those spoons we froze earlier? Now is the time we get to use them. Check this out. Dip your frozen spoon into your hot lip balm. It gets hard right away. Isn't that nifty? So just in case you messed up, you won't have to ruin your entire batch. Check your consistency. Are you happy with it? Is it too waxy? Is it too oily? Are there any corrections you need to make for your personal preference? Again, my lip balm recipe I love. It's fairly waxy because I want it to really protect me for when I'm outside in the cold weather elements. I love my consistency, so now it's time to color and flavor. And I say the word flavor, and you're probably thinking, I bet that tastes like something. No, it doesn't. I'm really sorry to say that most flavor oils are lip-safe fragrance oils. There's only 300 ingredients that are approved for use in flavor oils or lip-safe fragrance oils. It doesn't taste like anything. It just smells like something. If you want to fool your senses into thinking they're tasting something, use a little bit of all-natural sweetener, like stevia. Just a little bit goes a long way. And one more thing, no extracts. I know you'd think that you could use the food extracts that you find in the grocery store. These are technically water soluble, so they won't mix into your lip balm. So no food coloring from the grocery store and no extracts from the grocery store. Usage rates for flavor oils vary anywhere from 1% to 5%. In this recipe, I like a full 6 milliliters of the Buttercreame Flavor Oil. I think it smells really good and it gives the illusion of taste. Again, we're using only lip-safe colorants. I'm going to use Shamrock green color from Brambleberry. I promise it's not going to turn your lips green, but it's a super fun color. Kids love it. 4 or 5 scoops looks about right to me. Now that the lip balm is flavored and colored, it's time to pour. This is where the magic comes in. 50 lip balm tubes at once. Pour slowly and evenly. It's just like an ice cube tray. So if there's any little bits of lip balm material that are kind of pooling or not going where you want them, just tip the entire tray to fill in the rest of the lip balm tubes. Now that they're all filled in and it looks great, set this aside to harden. Around 5 to 10 minutes will do the trick. Now that all the lip balm is hard, let me show you how there's no waste with this pouring tray. You can use a kitchen knife, which is a little awkward, or you can use this little mini plastic spatula that comes with the PJ's toolkit. And all the scraps go back into the pot to reuse. Again, I told you there's no waste here. Or put them into a fully cleaned out glass container that has a lid and you can save it to use again later. Now that you've scraped every last bit of lip balm off the top, it's time to pull out your lip balm tubes. You can either pull directly from the bottom and pull straight out, or you can flip it over. It's your preference. Pull straight out. If you pull to the sides, you'll notice that the lip balm kind of breaks off on the side. You can either cap it right now as is, no one's going to notice if there's any little divots or dents or anything, or you can trim these using a knife. Now that the lip balm tubes have been trimmed, I think they look great. You can just cap these and be done with them. You don't have to do anything else. But if you're a perfectionist and you want these to look glossy, smooth, and like they came out of $1 million department store, take your heat gun, put it on low, and just gently go over the top of those tubes. See how it's melting? Just melt a teensy little bit off the top, and then it hardens into a smooth, beautiful finished lip balm. Now you have 50 lip balms. What are you going to do with them? Well, there's more. I've created some special labels for you so you can use these to either sell or give away as gifts. Remember, if you're selling, you do need to list all of your ingredients in descending order from what was used and your net weight. You can download this label template at brambleberry.com or soapqueen.com. Once it's downloaded, print it out on a full sheet of label stock. You can use a waterproof label stock from brambleberry.com, or you can get a full sheet of label stock at your local office supply store. Cut the labels. Now that the labels are cut, this is kind of the tricky part. You have to try and get a corner. Peel back. Take the lip balm tube in your left hand, if you're right-handed. Put the label vertical so that you're reading the label sideways. Push gently around the entire tube, and look at that. You have a perfect, adorable lip balm tube. These labels are super versatile. If you take your label and you cut it even further, cut those polka dots right off. Look how well and easily it fits over the Brambleberry slidey lip tins. And there's one more thing you can do with these labels. If you print them out on cardstock, you can use them as a hang tag. Pretty nifty, huh? You can go through an entire roll of paper towels wiping all your pots and pans out, or you can do my simple trick. If you're anything like me, you have lots of melt and pour soap scraps lying around your house. I hate to throw good soap out. Here's how you can make use of it. You can either melt your soap scraps directly in the double boiler or in the microwave. It's your preference. Pour the soap into your pan, making sure all the soap is melted. Stir really well to ensure that all the waxes and oils are absorbed into your soap. All right, you're ready to pour. I'm going to pour this into the heavy-duty Hummingbird and Lily mold, but you can use any soap mold you have around the house. Spray with that finishing touch of alcohol, and you're done. It may not look gorgeous, but it's a functional bar of soap that has great moisturizing and nourishing qualities, and your pots and pans are clean. Remember, any extra waxes and oils you put into your melt and pour soap may inhibit lather. Thanks so much for joining me on this episode of Soap Queen TV, where I mix it up and didn't just do soap. Until next time, happy soaping. And by tear, I meant tear, like T-A-R-E. That's awesome.
So cool.
That's right, the pun, the pun. Turn the entire thing over. Marvel at how cool it looks. And then check your... People, why did you laugh?
I'm sorry, no, that was great. Dude, I'm sorry. It was a genuine reaction to a genuine moment. So.
Yes, well now we have to fake the genuine moment now. I don't think there's anything else you need to do. But if you're a real perfectionist, you can make these glossy and shiny and look really overflowing and plump.
Like